Galadriel rides a horse after Elrond. She tries to take a leather pouch from his waist because she wants them back. She and Halbrand share this tendency. At first, it appears harmless enough, like two old friends out for a race. After Elrond escapes from her, Galadriel is pursued by a guard company and brought before High King Gil-galad. Gil-galad is more interested in the whole. Our new buddy Halbrand is not who he claimed to be, issue Galadriel neglected to mention. Despite Galadriel's best efforts to explain that Elrond is carrying the 3 rings that will save the elves, Elrond is completely shocked when she finally admits that Halbrand was indeed Sauron, despite her best efforts to downplay the specifics. Then, rather than being duped by Sauron as she alleges, Elrond accuses Galadriel of being blinded by her own pride, and she slams back at him for his failure with the dwarves. Gil-galad requests to view the rings since he is tired of the kids fighting. Elrond is hesitant to give them up because he thinks the rings are tainted, but Gil-galad assures them that the rings are their only chance to keep Sauron out of Middle-earth. Elrond advises that they be destroyed rather than used. However, no one ever pays attention to him when he suggests that they burn their rings. However, Gil-galad and Galadriel remain adamant. Elrond, forced to choose between a cliff and a corner, decides to take the only available option, which is to jump from the waterfall. Halbrand, meanwhile, has finally arrived in the Southlands, which is now known as Mordor. There, Adar and his orcs have taken control and are forcing their human hostages to swear loyalty to Adar in exchange for having Sauron's mark permanently ingrained in them. When Halbrand is brought in shackles before Adar, the same thing happens. Adar doesn't recognize the guy who betrayed and abandoned for dead. In an attempt to reason with Adar, Halbrand tells him to release his people before he perishes. Though Adar doesn't understand why he should, Halbrand informs him that Galadriel is collaborating with an ancient sorcerer to create a new weapon that they may use against them, implying that this sorcerer is none other than Sauron, which isn't exactly a lie, I guess. Refusing to give in to pressure, Adar tells Sauron that he will eventually come clean and locks him up. Waldreg, Adar's servant, tries to question Sauron about his whereabouts, but Halbrand is patient and, when left alone, uses his ability to tame the wild beast that is imprisoned with him, presumably as a way to discipline him.